Why hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are here reacting to another Coke Studio performance. But first, this video is actually sponsored by Thai Harem Pants.
Oh my gosh,
it's
Trey,
actually
I love
just
those
called Harem
pants
now. It's just harempants.com.
I like how you've got the white and black elephants and I've got the orange and black.
So they're basically elephant pants, but they have all kinds of pants online.
I prefer the elephant pants.
These are some of my favorite pants. Literally, I wear them all the time.
She does. She wears them in the airport, out. Like, you are the #1 harem pants ambassador.
Oh, literally.
Of all time.
And I don't post my life that much on the internet, so people don't get that side of me. But it's very true. I'm always wearing these.
That's it right there.
So yeah, feel free to use our code.
I wear mine.
Feel free to use our code WeSpa for 10% off, and then also support us by showing us that love.
Mine are more pajamas, though. Mine are more pajamas.
They are, but they're also the most comfortable pants ever, and they're not that expensive. So feel free to check them out.
100%.
So we will be watching Coke Studio Season 14 to Jhoom with Naseebo Lal and Abida Parveen.
I'm so excited.
I learned a lot about from the comments of the last video that Pakistan is South Asia and they speak Urdu.
Okay.
So
I just want to say that if I say,
thank you guys for educating us.
If I say anything culturally ignorant, please come at me. Like, I need to learn stuff.
Yeah,
I'm trying my best, but you know,
we're not offended. Correct us all you need.
Correct anything. But if you say anything about my fashion, I will come for you.
Okay, so let's start now.
Let's do it.
Coke Studio Season 14.
Super cool.
How is this always like the best sounding live stuff on earth?
I don't know, but they have I've checked the description of this video. They have everyone who's involved, like all the sound people, and there's a long list.
I'm sure. I mean,
it's called like the Sound Squad or something.
I am so consistently blown away. This is what, the third Coke Studio video that we've seen, right? I've been blown away every time by just how perfectly clean. These are like the best studio recordings through like YouTube compression. Everything. Like, it just sounds so good. They always find the most amazing singers.
Yes.
You know, I love that kind of like ambient like drone that just kind of like just sets the tempo. It gives you. It's interesting. Like, so drones like that on like a synth, they have an oscillator. It's called like an LFO, right? It's like voo, 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 voo. And it's cool because it's ambient, but it also sets the tempo. So it really works as like a click track, like a percussion track would do for a singer, but it's like a more vibey way to kind of like ease into it.
That's a really great way of explaining that. The thing I noticed in this track was the birds chirping in the background.
Just little atmospheric things that you usually don't see in a lot of live performances.
I've honestly never heard birds chirping in a live studio in my life, actually, now I'm thinking about it.
Sometimes there are animals in like our live shows, but usually it's like a squirrel that's found its way into my gig bag.
So I wonder,
something like that.
What was that? Was that a sound that was triggered by something, or do they just have live birds?
I would imagine it was a sample triggered, but I don't know. These guys are amazing. They probably have like actual birds just for this.
Yeah. Like
get the key of F birds today. the B flat birds are a little tired.
Okay, let's continue.
All right.
I love this lady.
She's great. She's got sass. You know, she's like acting it out.
I've never seen a singer like this. She's iconic.
Especially like chilling.
She's commanding also the drone sound.
Yeah. Right?
I don't know if that was on purpose, but
Of course she is. She's vibing. She's getting into it.
Studio.
Yeah, she is, right?
मैं दीवानी कुछ न जाना मस्त होके गावा दुनिया राजी करके कमले फिर भी चैन न आना सारी खुशियां मिल जावन ते पिछे की रह जाना सारी खुशियां मिल जावन ते पिछे की रह जाना तेरे बस में कुछ भी नहीं है दिल नू मैं समझावा तू झूम 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 ओ तू झूम झूम
I love this track.
It's so beautiful, right? It's like
awesome.
it's like just very like inspiring, even, you know.
Oh my gosh.
We have the advantage of also having the subtitles, so I feel like it's definitely the lyrics are fitting with the music.
Very uplifting.
I like that. Sometimes people think it's cooler when like the sound of the music is like the opposite of what the lyrics are saying. I always like when like the sound really echoes like the sentiment behind the song, and I feel like that's what's happening right now.
I feel like if you're trying to make it the opposite on purpose, then it kind of takes away from the whole music.
Yeah, or it, you know, it just gives it a different vibe, which I understand. But also, like their set design is always so like the
It
lighting,
looks like we're in a literal palace. Maybe
everything.
we are.
We
And it
probably,
looks like
probably
it's the
are.
queen and the king, or the
Oh,
emperor and the
I know, like they're
empress.
chilling, cross-legged.
I love it.
I'm
They're
pretty
just
sure
sitting
they're
right
wearing harem
across from
pants.
each other.
If
Yeah, like
yeah.
their pants are kind of similar to ours,
Can
right?
we do the same thing? Can we sit cross-legged for the rest of the
No, I don't want to be doing that, Sean. You should get your legs down. How do they even have their own dance squad?
This is like beautiful, right? I feel like I'm feeling emotions here. I really am. I'm
glad.
having a moment.
I'm glad you are.
I'm also someone that like I don't actually really love duets or singers or songs that have multiple singers in them. I don't know, for whatever reason I like a singular voice telling a story. To me, that, and this just personally has nothing to do with like whatever. It's not anything better or any worse or anything. But there's something about these two singers that they complement each other so well going back and forth that I don't know. It's just they have the same vibe, and I feel like they're telling the same story, even as different singers. You know, I don't know. That's just me. Like one of my so again back in my punk days, I was like a Blink-182 fan. I hated the songs that go back and forth between Mark and Tom. It's like just pick a singer already. But yeah,
I feel like I share that sentiment sometimes.
right. I don't know. I just like a I don't know. It takes me out of the storytelling when they're kind of passing it back and forth. It seems unnecessary.
But this
feels very organically
connected.
Yes, 100%.
Continuity purposes.
I love it.
Solid.
जो है तेरा लब जाएगा करके कोई बहाना तेरे बस में कुछ भी नहीं है दिल नू मैं समझावा तू झूम 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 तू झूम झूम झूम
Sounds so good.
Yeah.
I love my favorite thing from, again, this is just the third one from Coke Studio I've seen, is they really blend modern production style techniques with traditional stuff. And like you saw, they have the little Korg synth.
Yes,
right?
I have been seeing that.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's where the bass sound is coming from. It could be that or the key step pad that the guys, they kind of show the guy hitting the pads with like little squares and stuff on it when the bass hits. But I think the actual bass sound is coming from that Korg controller, which is like a famous one. You know, everybody has that one, and it's like the perfect bass sound to kind of just hold the whole thing together just on the bottom, and then all the traditional stringed instruments kind of just sit up here. It sounds great, you know.
I just love how the singer's physical movements are very connected to their actual vocal technique.
I like the one where she kind of threw it to the guy.
Yeah.
Right? She kind of did one of those, and then the camera panned, and the camera's like, "Oh!" Very cool.
Even at right there, the male singer, I don't know, I'm assuming Naseebo. I guess, I don't know. By using your hands when you sing is something that I've gotten more about, because I think it does help you visualize where your voice is going and where it's taking you. And they literally, like, just by watching their physical movements alone, I feel like I know where they're going with things. Mm-hmm. They wind up and then they kind of go into a spinny run and everything.
Right? It's part of the storytelling, right?
It is.
And I think they do an awesome job. You're doing a much better job at that.
Yeah.
You know? I love it. You just get into it. You just feel it.
You can tell they're both really feeling it and actually having a joyous, good time just singing this song.
That's the one thing.
The delivery is so, I don't know, infectious.
Right? Like, I'm like, the music stopped and I'm still vibing.
And I'm kind of smiling as well.
It's a beautiful, you know, it's like the phrasing of it is very just major, hopeful, you know, it just kills it. It's so good. That's the one thing, the one downside of being a guitar player is I can't really vibe with my hands. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of, I'm like locked into this. You know, I can kind of do the shoulder thing. I can kind of do the head thing. I can maybe give a little kick every now and then, but I'm locked in. You have the luxury of throwing it around, bringing it in, pushing it out. So many luxuries.
Yeah.
Oh, the luxury of being a singer. And me, I'm just a grinder. I'm just a 6-string grinder. Oh, right? It's so playful. She's just playing with it, you know? One other thing I want to mention is, you know how you know a great mix? And again, these are the sound recording engineer, the mixing engineer, world class.
Probably multiple of them.
One thing that I think goes unnoticed, that like low key you can tell a great mix. It's like, what is standing out to you? What instrument is standing out to you? And the visual accompanying it. Like whenever I see the keyboard player with the light up keyboard, I hear the da 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 da. Right, that's what he's playing on the keyboard, and it's not until I'm triggered by the visual that it pops out to my ear. right? Because everything is balanced so perfectly around the singers that the visual locks me in. It's like, oh, that's it, you know? And I think that's really the sign of like a great mix, because I'm not consciously like hearing one thing popping out. The visual just kind of like brings it out, if that makes any sense.
So you're saying that everything's so balanced that it takes an actual visual trigger
for me to
fully
really
hear it?
notice it, and instead of just like honing in on a certain thing, like, oh, that's interesting. It's like I see it, and then it's like, oh, that little extra stimulus kind of like makes me lock into it. So I would say just do as an experiment, just try to like watch the original video of this, which usually link in the description, right?
Yes.
I think. And then just like look at what you're seeing and try to equate that to what you're hearing. And I think that kind of brings a whole new appreciation of like listening to something that's like really well mixed like this.
That's a really good point.
Real magic.
That was so true.
Can we make little like
That was awesome.
Can you make little pillow forts that face each other for our next performance?
I'll have to see about that. That was awesome. My favorite. There were so many pretty camera shots that they had in this. I loved the shot when it was the two of them from the side and you can see the palace doors behind them. So
Love it.
beautiful. It doesn't look real, these sets.
It really, I don't know
where they are.
I don't know how they do the lighting in the video for all of this stuff, because it's so you never see someone with like the steady cam walking around, you know.
I've literally never seen anything so consistently high quality on YouTube as this.
Right? Yeah.
When it comes to music.
Aside from our reactions.
No,
and our videos and our demos.
Then I never see these kinds of live studio performances that look this good.
Yeah.
Especially with this much surface area.
Yeah, right? Like we can shout out our boys at Boyce Avenue.
Like you can make
but that's kind of like a tight
room
yeah, you
look
can
good.
Yeah, this is like a huge sound stage.
Crazy.
With dancers also.
I don't know.
Yeah, amazing.
But yeah, feel free to let us know what other things we should react to from Coke Studio. I know you guys had a lot of recommendations. So
but we're not going to listen to you unless you get yourself some harem pants.
Yeah, harem pants, link in the description. We spa for 10% off / supporting us.
I love it.
And yeah, let us know what you thought about our reaction, and we'll see you in the next video.